we all got our doubts about the last election. And I want to assure you, I share the concerns of millions of Americans about voting irregularities. And I promise you, come this Wednesday, we'll have our day in Congress. We'll hear the objections. We'll hear the evidence.
So obviously, on January 6th, he did the right thing. He stood up at great personal and professional risk to himself, at risk of being hanged, quite literally.
Right.
But how do you reconcile that heroic Pence with what we just heard?
And I was advising the Georgia Senate races at that time, I should mention. Listen, anytime you try to straddle the line of Trumpism and the ultra-MAGA side of the party with the mainstream constitutional Republican duties that you have, it's going to be hard. This is a challenge that Pence has faced for some time. Even as he looks to 2024, which I do think he's considering running, he's going to have to decide, is he going to dabble into that? Well, perhaps there was fraud, perhaps there was, there were irregularities. Ultimately, he did the right thing. And one thing I just want to note, you mentioned the warning that came to Secret Service from Mark Short saying, the president might turn against us. There's been a bit of a sort of conspiracy theory out there that the reason Pence didn't get in his Secret Service detail at the Capitol on January 6th was because he was afraid of where they may take him or what the president might do. I want to be abundantly clear. Someone who's traveled all over the world with Mike Pence. He stayed because he understood the symbolism of standing up for our democracy. He knew he needed to stay and fight and certify the election. And he also was very close with the Secret Service detail. Tim, the lead of it, is somebody we knew personally and is a great man who is committed to protecting the vice president. So that's just not true. He knew he needed to stay in the Capitol and do the job.